Okay, hey, I'm going to show you how to deal with one of the problems with WooCommerce that drives me crazy, and I spent a little bit of time trying to figure out how to work around this, and I'm going to show you how to build a. Let's take a look at this. I want to show you how to build a variable product that has a whole lot of options um, without using without creating tons of variable products that are just going to slow your site down. So this, as you can see, it's got a bunch of different options for color, a bunch of font, thread color, and possibly even more on this particular website. And the problem is that if you create uh, I forget what they call it, but if you choose the option where it makes all those variable products, you're going to have 7 times 20 times 2 times another 30 or whatever, and you're going to have this incredible amount of stuff in your database that you probably don't need. So this is an easier way to create many variable products using WordPress, and let's go ahead and get started. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a new product. We're going to use some plugins that I'll talk to you a little bit about. So let's just call this demo variable. All right, demo variable product. We'll go down here and we will, let's see here. Let's do a short description. This is a demo variable product. Put whatever you want down there. We'll go ahead and categorize this as women's apparel. You put it in whatever category you want. Let's see. We're going to leave it as simple product for right now. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Let's make it a variable product. Oops, sorry, variable product. And let's go ahead and put some attributes in there. Now, attributes over in this menu under WooCommerce, these are global attributes. These are things that you set up in advance with all the different choices. Like, so for instance, an attribute would be size, an attribute would be color, an attribute would be font, an attribute would be thread color, and then these are what are called terms for each of those attributes. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's assign some attributes to this demo variable product. Okay, so again, we've made this into a variable product. Let's go down here to attributes, and it's going to say you got to add some. So we want color to apply to this one. Add. Okay, we're going to use it for variations. We want font. Add. We want, let's not use glitter font, let's use size. Add. And what was that last one? I think there was a thread color. We'll go ahead and use that. So I showed you that we don't want to use glitter font. We're just going to use thread color. Okay. So we've added those variables, and we've said use these for variations. Now let me show you what we can do is we'll go ahead and save those. All right. So basically, what we have done is now let's start putting some values in here. So let's see. Let's go ahead and we can select all. So we'll select all. Let's put them all in there. But let's just say we don't want that one because we don't know how to pronounce that. So we'll take that out. All right. What I'm showing you is that you can take out a color or a term if that one doesn't apply to your product. All right. So font, select all. Okay. Circle or French. That's fine. Let's see here, and this is for size. Let's go ahead and use all these sizes. So we'll hit select all. I'll tell you what, let's get rid of 4XL. We'll not use that one. And here for thread color, we will go ahead and select all as well. So we're going to save those. Okay. Now, that means that we are allowing these variables to be used on this particular product, on the demo variable product. But we have not yet created variations of that product. So you can create variations from all attributes. I'm going to show you what will happen if we do that. Now, if you create a variation from every single one of those attributes, what you're going to have is, like I showed you before, you're going to have multiples of, 7 times 30 times 2 times, I mean, we're talking big numbers here. You're going to be creating just tons of variations. So if you create from all attributes, in fact, I'll show you what the warning says. Click on that, and it's going to give you a warning, and it's going to say, are you sure you want to link all variations? This will create a new variation for each and every possible combination of variation attributes, and it'll only do 50 per run. So you're going to be sitting here, click, 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 and you're going to create tons of variations and a real headache. You don't need to do that, so let's cancel this. Let's do that. Let's just click add variation. It added, basically what it did was it created one variation. It created one product, okay? And it says you can use any color that we've created, or that we've chosen. You can use any font. You can use any of the sizes. Remember, we took off 4XL, so that's not on there. You can use any thread color. So that's, let's hit save changes, and we'll hit update. And remember, that is called demo variable product. Let's just see. I can't remember if we're going to just take a look and see if we can find that on the site. Okay, here, demo variable product. We didn't give it an image. Okay, so you can see now we've got all those colors that are available. We've got all those fonts. We've got size options. We've got thread color options again. So, but we don't have an image. So let's just do that. Let's go in here while we're in here, and we'll add an image. Set a product image. All right, let's upload one, and let's use a black one. We could have actually uploaded all those. Set a product image. Let's do this. Let's do a gallery image, some gallery images, and let's upload a few more files. Let's pick those two. I could have just uploaded those all. So we'll add those two as gallery images. Okay, so you can see they're down here, right? So we got 3 colors available. That's going to be the one that's going to come up first. Update. Now let's take a look at that product. All right. Come on. So there it is. All right, so there it is, and we've got our options down here, our other galleries. We can kind of see what the shirt's going to look like. All right, so we have that. Let's see what we can do now. Here's the problem, though. Here's one of the problems. Let's just say that for size, we want these extra large, 2XL and 3XL to cost a little bit more, okay? So first of all, we need to put some prices in here. We don't have any prices. So let's go back. And here's where I'm using this bulk variations manager, all right? Because I think this thing works really well for what it is we're trying to do. So I recommend you purchase it. It's like 45 bucks or something. Go ahead, and we're going to hit create update variations, and we're going to hit let me choose the base products. Now you can also do this for categories. You can create new base products, but we're going to go ahead and use this. We'll type in demo. There it is. And let's set the base price right here. So we'll say $15. And that can be a little squirrely, so you have to click outside of here. If you don't, it'll start, it'll change its price. So what we're going to do is we're going to make these sizes, we're going to make them cost more. So we'll say 1XL is, click on that, 1XL is $1 more, 2XL is $2 more, 3XL guess what? $3 more. So we'll do that. All right. So hopefully what this will do is this will just update these variables, and we'll hit apply. Okay. So let's look at that product again. Where am I? Okay. So we'll look at that product again. All right. So we can see that now it's saying that for some reason that's $16 through $18. Let's take a look at our variable product here. We set the base price is $15. I don't know. Okay, well, let's take a look at this. Scroll down here, variations. Now you'll see what it did was it created where we had only one variation. What it did was I see one problem is it only created variations for those three. So let's say that we want. So let's go ahead and click update here, and we'll see what happens. All right. So okay, I know what it did. So it didn't allow the reason it says 16 through 18 is it basically didn't assign a price for anything except for extra large, extra large. So let's go back down here to our bulk variations, and we'll do this again. Remember, same thing. We're going to click the middle buttons there. Oh, sorry. So that's letting me choose from a all right, demo. There it is. We're going to hit 15 again. Okay, click outside of that. Let's just click size, and we'll let it select all the sizes except we don't want that. And remember we said XL is $1 more. Oops. We'll make that 2, 3. Okay. Extra small, we're not going to, it's just out of order, but we're not going to make that a different price. So let's go back over here. We'll hit visible on product page, and we'll hit apply. And you can see it's going through the steps, and it's going to say completed. All right, so let's go look at that product again. Let's look at that product. All right, product. So now we see that the demo product is $15 through $18, okay, depending on what size they get. Okay, so we've solved that first problem, which is how to make these, this will change, to make these demo products or to make these variable products charge more for different sizes. So if we click our options, okay, and we see, okay, it's unavailable, but what we need to do, okay, so that's good. What it says, product is unavailable. Let's just do this. It says it's in stock. That's weird. Click on it. All right. So let's go down here and look at our variables. Variations, I mean. Thanks for moving around here. Okay. So we can open these up, and we can see that we got regular price. Oh, I think I know what the problem might be. Okay, so there was no price in this one, so we can actually get rid of this variable. So remember that first variable where what it had done is it had it created a product that offered all the choices except for this was the one that didn't have the options. So let's just go ahead and we can just delete that. All right, and we'll just remove that as an option. Okay, and I bet, yeah, I love WooCommerce. Let's go up here and we'll click on this, and we'll choose our options again. So what I did was I knew that there was one option that that didn't have a price associated with it. Let's make that 2XL, because remember we want this price to be $17. And there it is, it's $17, and we don't get that message if it's not available anymore. So because we got rid of, there was a variable product that I don't know. Okay, so there it is. Yeah, it was a variable product that just didn't have a price assigned to it. So here's our variable product. We've got, let's see what else we can do to this thing. So it'd be nice if, let's just say we need some fields down here. We need people to put in, they want to put in their, what do you call it, their initials, so we can monogram this for them, okay? But we need a place where we can put in those variables. Now, WooCommerce does not let you do that, so they ought to, but they don't. So we installed WC Fields Factory, okay? And what this allows you to do is it allows you to, I'll just show you, it allows you to create some extra fields. So you can create a comment area, you know, if you want people to be able to put comments. You can, here's our first initial, last initial, middle name initial, which we're going to use those. And I'll show you. So this, if you click on first name initial, what you'll see is if the product tag, which means we'll have to give it a tag, equals monogrammed, the word monogrammed. So if we tag this with the word monogrammed, this will show up, this field, okay? So you can see, and it's pretty self-explanatory how to set up these fields. So if you want a first name initial, you know, we want a text field, and it says here, you know, you can put placeholders in there so that, you know, it'll give an example of what the first letter initial might be, first name initial. You can make it required or not required. You can put a little message in here for people when they're filling out, you know, this form. You could say, take the first letter from your first name and put it in the spot, you know, whatever. Show the cart on checkout. You do want to, editable, you know, so make it editable on cart, clonable, so they won't be able to get in on the cart and edit this. And you can do all kinds of stuff with CSS. But for right now, as long as we understand that if you use the tag monogrammed, that's going to show up. Well, not only will that one show up, but so will the other monogrammed options. So if we tag that product with the word monogrammed, these three monogram choices are going to show up in the correct order. And the comment area that I built today will show up if they use the tag comment. So let's go back to our product. Okay, where's it at? There it is. Let's go back to our product. Demo variable product. And we're going to tag it with those two tags. Okay. So I already created those tags, so choose from most used tags, and we'll use comment, and we'll use monogram. There they are. And let's go ahead and update again. Let's go ahead and we'll update that again. Let's take a look at it. All right, so here's where we're at. Now the first name initial shows up, the middle name initial shows up, the last name initial field shows up. We can put comments in here. They can choose their options, like let's do this. We'll go ahead and say font, and we'll say we want this to be 3XL. So that should be $18. And we'll do Aqua, $18. Excellent. So it already reconfigured the price and everything to match our price expectations. We can just do this, R-A-O. This is cool. Okay. And that's awesome. So all these options show up down here. Everything we need so far. And what the nice thing is we were able to create a variable product. And since we did not do this, we did not do the create variations from all attributes, because we don't really need to do that, because we only need to create variations from the attributes where we need them to be different. Like, so we need, XL, 2XL, we need those to be different than the regular product. So why not just create our attributes sort of based on sizes? It's these 6 different or 7 different choices, and some of them are more expensive, and then over the top of those we can pick any color, any font, any thread color. It doesn't matter. These things don't matter. We're not really tracking these, so we don't care how many people pick the circle font or the French. So we were able to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different variations, rather than it would have been thousands of variations. So we'll go ahead and update. I think we already did, but so we're updating. Now let's say that we want to do. Well, you know what? I'm going to skip the next part, and we'll just call it a day right here. I think this right here, if I would have had this video when I was working on these products, it would have saved me lots of hours, because it really weighs down your website if you make thousands of and you just don't need all those thousands of variations. So we'll go ahead and update that, and we'll say goodbye for right now, and I'll show you some of these other plugins a little bit later.